It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be buying the Switch 2 by then anyway because it's so boring. So boring.
Oh, is there a sound for that, Drip? I don't know. We have a... it's your favorite one tonight. It's boring.
It is boring. God, the Switch. The Switch 2.
Sleepy.
How boring.
Sleepy Nintendo releases a new console, the Sleepy Switch 2. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy.
That's why they put out that alarm clock first to wake you back up because the Switch is so fucking boring.
Perfect. I love it.
So boring.
Can we just end the show? That was it. That was it.
Yeah, they had to get it out. They had to get people ready for the Switch 2 announcement because, God, like, what a snoozer.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Yeah, hey, I'll be here all night. Hey.
So, yes, the Switch 2 is boring. Drip, I think we are on the same page with this one. Let's talk about why people think the Switch 2 is boring, okay? Let's talk. That's a better conversation than is it boring or not, because of course it's not.
Yeah.
But why people are saying it's boring. I'll give you my theory, then I want to hear yours. It's probably very similar. My theory of why people think the Switch 2 is boring is simple. It's not innovating on anything that we know of yet.
That we know of.
That is a fair criticism. If you want to criticize the Switch 2, it's that it lacks real innovation that we know of. And I would say you're correct. I would rebuttal with, but that's exactly what we've been, real Nintendo fans have been asking for. We've been asking for something that is just an iterative upgrade. A Switch Pro, if you will. I won't be offended if people call this a Switch Pro and not a Switch 2. I won't be offended because it's basically what it is. And I'm completely fine with that. This is what we've wanted, guys. This is just what we've wanted. Nobody wants nobody wants a Wii U again. Because as cool as the Wii U idea was, it was too expensive to really make it to have both worlds. You couldn't have the crazy fun features like your controller is a freaking handheld and also have a lot of power to run games well. You can't have both in this price range. And I mean, there was also a lot of complaints on the internet that I chimed in on Twitter. People were saying, "Oh my God, it's disgraceful that a 1080p panel, a 1080p LCD panel in 2025, disgraceful."
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
And I rebutted with, name me a handheld that has a better than 1080p screen with battery life that is better than 2 hours and
it doesn't
has
exist.
a price tag of sub $500. Name me a system that does that.
There's not one. There's
a lot out there that do those things and more for more than $500. But none of them go below, hit that price point and do those things. And not to mention the ones that go above that price point and do those things, the one thing they still don't do is battery life. Those things get shit battery life. Or they have to be 10-inch tablets with bodies that weigh 5 pounds to house the battery required to not get sub 2 hours. An hour. My Steam Deck gets an hour. When I play my Steam Deck the way I want to play it, it gets an hour battery life.
Yeah.
I don't ever play that thing in handheld without a charger. I don't ever do that for more than an hour because it literally can't.
It sat by my bed plugged in when I played it. When I play, it was basically
I'm tethered with
my Red Dead Redemption machine is what it was. My Red Dead 2 machine. And when I played, it was in bed, plugged in all the time, which was a nice time. But let me tell you something. The Switch 2 is boring. It's boring. And I'm so fucking happy that it is. I am so happy that we didn't get a trailer that was like, look at this stupid fucking gimmick we're gonna do and fuck everything good we just did up. Nintendo has finally learned. And this was the big thing. This is the thing you and I have been talking about for years at this point. Years we've been talking about this. What will the new heads of Nintendo do? How will this go? How will this be marketed? What are they going to do? Where is this going to go? And we all hoped, the Nintendo fans out here hoped, just give us a fucking Switch 2 that has more power, please. Just give us a Switch 2, maybe a little bit bigger screen, some more power. That's all we want. That's all we want. And that's what we're getting. They even got to throw in their gimmick. They even got to do the Nintendo mouse thing. Cool. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Cool. Awesome. Whatever. I'm sure that's going to be fun. We'll use it a little bit. It'll be thrown away. But that is the thing. That is the thing. And I made a video about this earlier last week. That's the fucking thing. The people talking about all this, oh, this is boring. It's like what Nintendo's like, who the fuck are you? Like what? You got a tech channel? You talk about cell phones and fucking everything else on the planet, and then Nintendo puts something out, so then you peek in to see what's happening over in Nintendo land here. Oh, it's just like, oh, that's like, fuck you. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Your opinion doesn't matter because you guy on the internet, you are probably going to buy one of these things, but you are not the guy who's going to be using this thing like you and I are going to be using this thing. We are the ones, the actual people who love the Switch, the people who are going to buy the Switch 2 day one. I mean, these people are too, but just to compare it to other handhelds that it shouldn't be compared to. But fuck these people. Fuck you and your goddamn opinion.
My $1,300 Ambernic device or whatever, some of those devices.
Like, oh yeah,
get.
it's not innovative. It doesn't have that Nintendo flair. Let's go back and talk about the Nintendo flair real quick. Let's go talk about the fucking Nintendo flair and how well that is done for Nintendo. Let's go back and talk about it because the 3DS gave people headaches. They ended up making it a fucking 2DS XL. Took the 3D out of it eventually. I'm sorry. You tell me right now, how long did you actually use the 3D on the 3DS? For about 5 fucking minutes, and you turn that shit off.
No, I gave it its due. I played one. I played one of the games I played in 3D. I played it my first game on there,
then
A Link Between Worlds, for entirely in 3D, and I never turned it on again.
You got sick of it. You don't need it.
I didn't think it added to my experience.
It's a fucking gimmick.
It wasn't good enough. The tech wasn't good enough.
No, and it got better. I'll give it back. It got better, but like, it got better. But
I had the
nobody
original.
Gave a shit.
I had the original
nobody
3D.
Gave a shit.
Yeah.
I was like, cool, it's 3D. Like, that's a fun little party trick. Look, it's 3D with no glasses. Check it out. Oh, cool. But it got old. Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
The Wiimote.
Waggle, man.
They literally had to make another controller for the system so you can play regular games. Yeah, the Wii did great. Now, I'm not sitting here knocking the Wii. It did great for completely different reasons than a game console should be doing great. But, like, nobody wants that shit. Nobody wants that. Look at the Wii U. Gimmick after gimmick after gimmick after gimmick.
Gimmicks.
Just shoved
it was
into
only
that thing.
Gimmicks.
Yeah. And look at what happened. And then they found something, the hybrid, and did it. And now they're smart enough to take what is good. Everyone's like, oh, it's an iPhone 15 to 16 upgrade. It's not. We're gonna see that it's way more than that.
Yeah, we're going
there.
iPhone 10R to iPhone 16 Pro. I mean, that's
Either
what
way,
that's
it
what
doesn't
we're going.
matter.
We're going
the form factor.
It's a big
form
upgrade.
factor has been perfected. You don't need to change it. They got the hybrid thing. Like, they're not gonna go anywhere else for a long, long time. I can promise you that. They made this space what it is. The handhelds. They did this. Like, for someone to just peek their head at, like, ooh, I'm a tech guy. Like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Like, seriously. I don't give a fuck how much power your goddamn what the fuck ever handheld. I don't give a shit. Does it have Zelda? No. Then go fuck yourself. Goodbye. I don't fucking care. Like, the people out here talking shit on this thing are the people who don't fucking matter and won't fucking matter because this thing is still gonna sell. These are the same people who talk shit on the Switch. These are the same fucking people who talk shit on the Switch. And look what that did. The same motherfuckers out talking shit like, oh, yeah, this thing's underpowered. It's really underpowered. Like, this thing's it's not gonna go anywhere. Yeah, 120 million fucking units later. Eat shit. Eat shit. Like, I'm sorry. I'm done.
Oh, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry at all.
It's just ridiculous, man. Like, these fucking tech bros jump in like, let me just see. Like, oh, it's underpowered. Look at that cartoon. But like, fuck off. Fuck off. Sorry. I'm seriously done.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just snort really heavy to the mic right there.
I mean, but am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong?
No,
am I wrong?
Dude, I thought I had a good rant with, and I was pretty proud of myself with my rebuttal to that assholery comment on Twitter, like 1080p in 2025. I thought that was good.
Yeah, dude, like get off. Get the fuck out of here.
You just said everything that all of us have been wanting to say, and you just laid it out. And this is going to be the clip for the channel this week. So that's
wonderful.
it.
Great.
That's it. We're not ending the show, but we are ending this clip. So thanks for watching. And this was recorded during a live podcast. You can watch every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like we're doing right this second. Chat, say bye, everyone. I'll see you next week for the next clip. Bye.